Holy shit, guys. Oh boy, holy shit. A lot goes down in this episode. There's so much to digest and just to go over within this one episode. We have some characters that we've come to know and love over the past few episodes die in this episode. We have Eren going up against the female Titan in his Titan form. A lot of hyped moments there, but then we also have Mikasa and Levi, about to conduct a rescue mission to rescue Eren from the clutches of the female Titan. So many good moments within this episode, a lot of highs and a lot of lows, but overall, I just completely enjoyed this episode. This was such a good episode of Attack on Titan. We are on episode 21. These are the last 5 episodes of Attack on Titan Season 1, and in less than a week, this upcoming weekend, this Saturday, is Attack on Titan Season 2. I am really hyped for that, guys. I hope you guys are as well, because I am just excited to delve into some new content of Attack on Titan, see what we're going to learn, and just what's going to get revealed in this upcoming season. But enough about Attack on Titan Season 2. I just want to review and go over the events of episode 21 of Attack on Titan. So now, in the beginnings of this episode, we start off with Erwin, Hanji, and the rest of the Survey Corps on their horses, and they're talking about how the female Titan is most likely still alive and will most likely transform again into her Titan form to try to capture Eren amongst their group. So while Erwin and Hanji are discussing the matters of the female Titan still being alive, we pan over to Levi Squad plus Eren actually being pursued by this mysterious character that we know can transform into the female Titan. Gunther is already done, he's cut down, he is dead, and the rest of the squad is trying to run away from this mysterious character. And I absolutely love the part when this mysterious character fades into the forest, transforms, and you see her reemerge in the Titan form. The music that plays during that part is just so good. It's so ominous and scary. Such a good track. I don't give enough praise, I think, to the music. The openings for this series and even some of the endings are really good, but I think the music within each episode is really good, and it's a highlight of watching Attack on Titan. But going back to the female Titan chasing Levi's squad, they tell Eren to basically run off, trust in us, we're gonna go fight this female Titan. He ends up trusting them, and Levi's squad puts in work going up against this female Titan. They do the best they can, and they do a lot of damage considering that this female Titan is just so brutal and actually has killed so many of their members so far, as we've seen in the past couple episodes. But they end up gouging out her eyes, they end up cutting up the tendons right near the armpit, that way her arms fall to her side and she actually doesn't have any control over her arms. Just very good strategy for what they're able to do, and the action sequences that they pull off is really cool, and just goes to show why Levi's squad is such a powerhouse within the Survey Corps, and why Levi himself specifically picked these members for his squad. It just goes to show their overall power and their camaraderie amongst one another. But of course, it doesn't last. Now, this is probably the saddest part of the episode because I really did not want to see any of these characters die. And the fact that all 3 of them were basically killed right within this episode is very upsetting. And especially for me, Petra was my favorite character out of the squad, and to see her go was really upsetting. But Eld gets bitten in half as he goes in to try to cut the nape of the neck because the female Titan actually concentrated her power to regenerate on one of her eyes. That way that could heal faster, she could see where the attacks are coming from, and as soon as Eld was going in for the kill, he gets bitten out of the air and then bitten in half by the female Titan. This is my saddest death, Petra, when she just gets crushed between the tree and the female Titan coming in and just smashing her with her foot against the tree. I watched this again, like I'm watching the series again. It hurt the second time watching it. I was just like, God damn it, this is painful to watch. Even though I absolutely love the series, I'm like, God damn, I did not want to see Petra die again. But it's just so upsetting to me because I really liked her character. And then we have Oreo coming in. He tries to actually cut the nape of the neck, but the female Titan's able to crystallize her nape of her neck, which we didn't know before. We know that she could crystallize her hands, but she also did so to the nape of the neck. And then Oreo just gets punted like a football across this forest, and he is dead too. We have all 3 members die, and then we just have Eren basically trying to get back as fast as he can to his squad members. And as soon as he realizes that all 3 of them are dead, and the moment that he realizes how the anger that rises in him when he actually screams out, "I'll kill her," bites his hand, transforms into the female Titan. This is such a hyped moment within this episode. I absolutely love it. And this is the moment to where the rumble in the jungle, the Eren versus the female Titan begins. Come one, come all. Place your bets, folks. Place your bets. We have the matchup of the century here. The Rumble in the Jungle. In one corner, we have the experienced and undefeated champion, the female Titan. She may have a pretty face, folks, but she is not afraid to stop you in a tree given the chance. And in our other corner, we have the novice, but mad as hell, Eren Yeager! And let me tell you here, folks, he ain't afraid to hit a Titan, even if you are a woman. So who do you have winning the fight, folks? Place your bets, and let's get ready to rumble! So we have Eren right now in full rage mode within his Titan form, trying to land a hit on this female Titan as the female Titan is trying to heal up her wounds so that way she can actually fight back against Eren. And the moments, like he can't land a hit whatsoever in the beginning parts of this match. And eventually he gets on top of her and he ends up trying to punch out her head, ends up breaking both of his arms and hands. And there's this moment to where he's just sitting on top of her, waiting for his arms to heal. And this is probably my only criticism about this episode. It's like, Eren, you're sitting on top of her. Sure, both of your arms are broken. Bite her with your teeth. Do something. If you're so angry, you shouldn't have to wait for your arms. Get up and stomp on her with your feet. Do something. This part when he's just like inner monologuing, I'm just sitting there like, he could honestly be doing so much more without his hands right now instead of just talking to himself and just blaming himself for not trying to save his friends earlier. It's my only critique throughout this episode, but overall, they end up both healing and they end up going at it again, and Eren does manage to get a few blows within this match, and eventually I love the moment too to where the female Titan punches Eren like with a crystallized hand too, right through his mouth, and you see his teeth basically grinding on the female Titan's crystallized hand, riding up her arm, going all the way up, and then decking her in the face. It's such a cool shot, and I absolutely love it with the fact that since he can regenerate, who cares if your mouth is broken? Use that to your advantage. Go up the arm, punch her in the face. I absolutely love that moment within this episode. But then we get this moment where Eren is about to strike the female Titan again, and the female Titan actually turns around, but then Eren has this shocked look on his face. And I believe at this moment, Eren knows who the female Titan is, and he's shocked at who he believes is inside the female Titan. And this is what kind of halts him from doing anything. And then the female Titan just obliterates and knocks off Eren's Titan head form. The head gets thrown off his body, goes into the abyss. It just goes, it's gone right now. And then we have the female Titan ripping Eren out of his Titan form, and it's at this moment Mikasa actually shows up and witnesses Eren getting eaten by the female Titan. And, oh boy. Oh man, Mikasa is pissed right now. You gotta find a girl who is so dedicated to you like Mikasa is to Eren, because no matter what happens to Eren, Mikasa goes in. I absolutely love just how dedicated Mikasa is to protecting Eren, because honestly, that's her only family right now. And I love her just going, and she does a lot of damage to this female Titan. Cuts up her body, ends up cutting up the ankles, like getting the pendants down in her legs, that way she can't run away. And is just like talking to the female Titan saying like, I am going to get Eren out of there. I am going to kill you. And I just love that moment. Just watch the passion in Mikasa's eyes flare up as she's rescuing Eren from this female Titan. It's absolutely awesome moment. And then we get this moment too when as she's about to go in, Levi shows up, grabs her and says fall back, and they're following the female Titan, and we're just left on this cliffhanger of Levi and Mikasa following the female Titan, coming up with a strategy about how they're going to rescue Eren from the clutches of the female Titan. This is such a good episode. I mean, there's not that much movement, but just the action within this episode is just so good. And the character deaths, yes, they are sad, and yes, I am sad that I lost Petra within this episode, but honestly, their deaths were gruesome but awesome at the same time. They went out brutally, and it's just something that I'm really like sad but happy to have seen, and it just makes the overall world of Attack on Titan feel real, knowing that even your favorite characters that you watch within this series, besides Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, will possibly die. And I absolutely love that. That's why my friend sold this on Game of Thrones in anime form, and I think that holds true for some aspects of the show. But I want to hear from you guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments below on your thoughts on this episode. What did you guys think about the 3 characters that ended up dying in this episode? Who was your favorite member out of the Levi Squad, and who did you hate to see die within this episode? But not only that, What were your thoughts on Eren versus the female Titan? What'd you think of the overall fight? Were you hyped when he transformed out of his pure rage and just went in on fighting the female Titan? And what'd you think about the shocked moment on Eren's face when he was looking at the female Titan? Did you think that he knew who the female Titan was? And how hyped are you for the next episode with Mikasa and Levi going up against the female Titan? I absolutely love the moments of this episode. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you guys feel like subscribing to my channel and just getting to talk more on Attack on Titan, feel free to do so. I am really excited when I get to talk to you guys, whether it be about Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul, or anything else that I cover on my channel. So if you guys are excited for the upcoming season 2 and feel like subscribing, please feel free to do so. I am really, really hyped for season 2 and just actually getting into the next episode of Attack on Titan, and I am really glad that I decided to do this and just rewatch and just give my thoughts on each episode to you guys, because I'm going to be so hyped when season 2 comes around. So that's it for this review. Episode 22 will be out tomorrow, and until then, I'll talk with you guys then. Alright guys, see you later.